demonstrate how I do my Aikido warm-ups. First is going to be Aikido. Now on this one, this is the one where you keep your elbows tucked in and you try to put the palm of your hand against your forearm. Obviously you can't do that, but that's the idea of the stretch here. I like to bring it right up my center line here, and about 10 each side. And as I do all my various stretches, my foot stances, I'll switch them up. Do 5 where the lead leg's on the lead hand, and then after that 5, switch it up. So Aikido and Nikkyo is next. Now this one, you have your hand straight out, put the palm to the back of the hand, grab it, thumb on the Degatana, bring it in. Now I've noticed that a lot of the stretches people do it this way, but when I get Nikkyo put on me, I'm going to be in this position, so that's how I practice my stretches. So bring it up here, and as you do it for a long time, you should be able to bring it up pretty far, but typically when you first start, you're going to probably be around this area here. So as you bring it in and drop it down your center line. Now as you bring it down, you're not going to be able to maintain that same level of bringing it back. You're going to find out it's a lot more painful as you bring it down, so your fingers will spin out as you bring it down. The idea for Nikkyo, what's applied to me, is to keep it low. So once it's here, I like to drop it down so I can make sure I get a good stretch. I like to do all my stretches like it's getting put on me. So Aikido, Nikkyo, Sankyo. Now this one, like I said, this is your Tegatana, or your blade hand. This is what is going to be twisted towards your center. So palm to palm, grab a hold. You can even grab the thumb, because typically when you get people in Sankyo, you're going to have their whole hand. But either way, it's fine. Use that as a lever. Bring that in. I've seen a lot of people do their Sankyos out here, but for me, that's one, not an effective stretch, because I can really go around now. And two, when Sankyo is put on me, typically they're going to be next to me, having it applied this way here. So I like to do my stretches like it's being applied to me. So I always have that in my mind. Why am I doing the stretch? Well, because when Sankyo is put on me, I'm here and I don't want to get damaged. So Aikido, Nikkyo, Sankyo, Kodogaishi. Now when Kodogaishi is thrown, I've seen a lot of people have their stretches out here or whatnot, but when Kodogaishi, if it's not thrown correctly, you can spin out like a slot machine scenario here, and it's just down, and you're just like, what's the point? Kodogaishi is mainly so you can break the person's wrist. To get that done, you want to put the pinky next to the forearm here. And you're going to see when you try to do this, it's just not going to go. But that's the idea: is put your pinky along here, because this is the aim for it. It's just, rub that pinky along that forearm. So here you go. Grab around the thumb. Put your thumb here between your ring and your pinky to apply the pressure, and it's a torque. It's not straight down, palm against here. It's like, again, pinky against forearm. So 5 each side here, or I should say 10 each side. Switching up the feet, because you never know how it's going to be thrown. If you're always stuck with doing something one way, what's going to happen when reality hits you and you realize that, how's it go? You fight like you train. So if you always train in one way and things get changed a little bit, you won't be able to adapt on the fly. Versus if you always mixing it up, then you have that adaptability already set in. So Kodogaishi. Lastly, going to be Yubidori, finger locks. Purpose of this stretch here is to stretch all your tendons. You got these tendons that start at the tip of your finger and come all the way down. If you roll your arm up, you can see the tendons moving as you wiggle your fingers here, going all the way along here. So do the stretch. Some people are down here or whatnot, but I like to bring it out here, because when this is done to me, the fingers get curled around and this locks the elbow up and gets jammed in the shoulder, kind of locks you up. That's the purpose of this particular lock here. Unfortunately, I don't have someone here to practice on so I can show you, but trust me, when this is done here, you're locked up. It's not a good place to be. So that's the purpose of that stretch there, and you can also bring it back here. Another good one. So when we do finger locks, you want to really get all those tendons pulled up. So when you do your stretches, it's what you want to emulate. Last we're done with all of them is the spin the hands around and get them all relaxed. Now when you do these stretches, what you want to do is you want to get to where it's uncomfortable but not painful. You don't want to damage yourself, but you want to make sure it's an effective stretch. What helped me out a lot is when I did it by myself at my house, I was able to actually sit there for quite a while and slowly relax into it. In class, it's usually a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you don't have time to sit there and really get an effective stretch. Everybody's going to be different. What helped me, again, was sitting down by myself, no one around, no distractions, and just force myself to relax. Feeling the stretch, feeling which muscle was affected, and then just trying to relax that muscle, and that helped me out tremendously in the long run. It took many years for me to get to that point, but eventually I realized that's something I needed to do, and I did it, and it helped me out. My Aikido changed from then. It's a whole different world once you learn how to relax. So that's my tips. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.